per usual, modify anything that you need to today. Listen to your body and think of this as a practice, trying to get the best technique, the best form. Not so much about crushing yourself from a workout perspective. It's fine to push yourself, but don't do it at the expense of sacrificing technique. So let's have great technique and have some fun. If you want to listen to your own music, go for it. I'm just going to throw a playlist on in my headphones to keep me motivated. So feel free to do the same. And let's get rocking and rolling. So up on the feet, we'll start with a jog in place. So just jogging, finding your midfoot, arms active at your side, smooth reps. Don't rush through, kind of gradually moving a little bit quicker. And then with the space that you have, take a few steps forward and a few steps backwards. Forward jog, back pedal. Forward jog, back pedal. Good athletic stance, shoulders tracking forward towards your toes. Good, now let's go side to side with the karaoke step. Step behind, step in front. Just working side to side. If you don't have a ton of room, just tighten up your steps. So you'd always get a little bit tighter. Excellent work. Go into a boxer shuffle next. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, hop and swap. Arms pumping at your side. You dictate the tempo here. Don't feel like you have to sprint through the pattern. Again, nail the pattern down first, and then add some speed or intensity. Last 10 seconds. Option to speed it up a little bit here. 3, 2, 1, time, good. Stepping skater is next. Shifting your weight from side to side. Elevate that back foot. Pause in the balance. Shift back to where you stepped from. So just stepping through, not jumping just yet. Good. Athletic stance, shoulders forward. Okay, last 10 seconds, option to jump, if that feels okay. Preserve the joints though. So if this feels sketchy on the knees, ankles, hips, lower back, just stay with the step. 3, 2, 1, time. Butt kick, high knee combo coming up next. Let's get 8 butt kicks and then transition right to 8 high knees. Just going back and forth. Getting the heart rate pumping here with this one. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time, good. Knee hug into a forward lunge next. Hug the knee, take a giant step forward, step back, switch sides. Knee hug, good posture. Giant step forward, step back, switch sides. Let's get a couple on each. And then once you get a couple on each, reverse lunge with a twist. We're gonna step back with the right foot, reach the right fingertips up to the ceiling, slight twist to the left, and then come back to the top and swap sides so you're rotating into the leg that ends up in front. Terrific. Next move, wide stance, 10 toes facing ahead, lateral lunge pattern. Shift from side to side, bend into the leg you shift towards. Other leg straightens out, hips go back, chest stays up. Really press the hips back without bowing at the chest. So chest is up. Very good. Let's walk it out to a high plank position. Press 10 fingers into the ground, grip the floor, get into a nice pillar position, squeeze the abs, squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes. And then pike the hips up, take a look back at the feet, pedal out. Push one heel to the floor, bend the other knee, alternate side to side. Good, we'll glide back to our high plank. World's greatest stretch coming up. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Drop the right elbow down towards the ankle and then open up the right arm to the sky, get long. Good, set the right hand out inside the foot, left arm reaches up. And now wrap the hands around the front foot, dropping the back heel down, straighten out, lift the front toe, hamstring stretch here on the right. Good, let's step back and start over. Back at high plank, step the left foot outside the left hand, drop the left elbow. Open up the left arm to the sky, get long. Good, left hand down inside the foot, right arm reaches. And then wrap the hands around the front foot. Drop the back heel down, straighten out, lift the front toe, hamstring stretch. Good, let's come up onto the feet, quads, heel to butt, reach the other hand to the sky, hold for a second, and then switch sides. Option to raise up on the toe of the foot that's down, so a little calf raise, a little extra balance. Alternating straight leg kick coming up next. Kick the leg out in front of the hip. Reach the hands out, so opposite hand taps opposite toe. Once you get a few reps there, feet together, hips back, chest forward. Open up and make a T with the arms. So T's and Y's. Good posture. Open, close. Good, same position. Reach up and pull back, Y's. Good, stand tall, large circles, 3 or 4 reps. Going forward and then rewind it. Large circles backwards. And then hands up to the sky, fold to the hips, touch the toes. Drop into a squat, crouch chest, reach up and then stand up. And repeat, so our squat progression, 2 more reps. Toe touch, squat, reach, stand. Once you get a few on that one, stretch what you need. We're gonna get rocking and rolling with our first move, which is a single leg balance pattern. Grab some water if you like. I'll demonstrate this first move while you're taking a break. So balancing on one, we're gonna hop forward, hop back, and then drop down into a half squat position. Reach opposite hand towards opposite toe, and then repeat. So over, back, drop. Now, if the hop is too much, just balance on one, tap the toe and stand. Option to kickstand that back foot. If you're really battling with the balance, just kickstand the back foot. Use it as little as needed, but you've got that option. Halfway, we're gonna switch sides. I'll time it. Don't worry about counting reps. Just focus on good form and let's have some fun. Okay, over, back, drop. Time on in 3, 2, 1, begin. Hop over, hop back, soft feet, drop down, reach opposite hand towards opposite toe. Trying to maintain good posture all the way through the pattern. So try not to fold at the shoulders. So long spine. Think about sinking into the hips as you reach. That is halfway. Let's switch sides. Same drill on the other side. Hop forward, hop back, and then drop down. Opposite hand reaching down towards opposite toe. Again, if the hop is too much, just focus on the balance. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time, terrific. All right, next move. We're going to the back. We've got a dead bug pattern coming up next. So for the dead bug pattern, we're going to lay on the back. Knees are just up above the hips. Hands are up above the shoulders. So we could start just reaching the hands. That's your baseline version. For a little extra challenge, we could extend the leg as you extend the arms. Opposite arm, opposite leg reaches. Now, as you extend, get nice and tight. Be sure not to let the lower back float off the ground. So tight at the core. So you've really got to dial in your focus on pulling the belly button to the spine to get the challenge here. Again, don't sacrifice form and technique for speed. So get your technique down first, and then you can add a little bit of pace, but it's really not a speed exercise. It's more about quality, locking down the core. Time on in 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. So really paying attention to what's happening at the lower back as you extend the limbs. We want to keep the lower back driven down into the floor. Feel the abs work. Don't forget to breathe. Think about getting long and strong and really using the strength of the lower abs and the abdomen to resist extension at the lower back. Pull the belly button down into the spine. Let's work for another 10 seconds. End early if you need to. Long and strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time, terrific. We're coming back to the feet. Next move, if you've got a chair nearby, you can use it. You don't have to have a chair. You can always just do a squat pattern. So you're gonna sit down in the chair, squat, so tap the butt, stand. You're gonna alternate between a squat and a squat hop. So second rep, tap the chair, and then squat hop. So squat, tap the chair, stand, second rep, squat hop. Now, if you don't wanna jump, just focus on the squat. If you don't have a chair nearby, you could do the same thing, just with a regular squat pattern. Time on for this one in 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. So sit in the chair, stand, squeeze the butt at the top, and then second rep, tap the chair, hop. So stability, power. Alternating between the two. But really take your time in that stability squat, and then explosiveness with a squat hop. Torso stays upright. Think squeeze the butt at the top in the classic squat. And then power up, soft feet on the landing with a squat hop. Let's work for another 10 seconds here. Again, think of it as a practice. Stay strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tremendous. One more move to go with our first round. We've got a low to high plank transition with a mountain climber at the top. So we're going to start in a plank position, keeping the back stable. Come up onto the hands, push-up position. When you get there, 4 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 on each side, and then transition back down to your plank position and repeat. For the mountain climbers, really try to keep your torso parallel to the floor. Try not to bounce a bunch. Okay, so imagine you're balancing an object on the lower back there. Time on in 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. So plank position to start. Transition to the hands, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the climber, transition back to your forearms and repeat. Focused on great technique. Of course, you can always hold a regular plank position if you need an alternative. Strong shoulders, strong abs. Focusing on great technique. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. That's round 1. Take a deep breath. 2 rounds to go. Going back to that balance pattern. Hop forward, hop backwards. Drop opposite hand down towards opposite toe. If jump is too much, just stay in place. Time on for this one in 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Over, back, drop. Over, back, drop. Nice balance, control, soft feet, posture. Stay focused, dial in. Over, back, drop. So eyes are ahead. Think about sinking into the hip. 3, 2, halfway. Same drill on the other side. Over, back, sink. Opposite hand reaching towards opposite toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Going to the floor, dead bug pattern. Really trying to pull the belly button to the spine, but be sure not to dome at the belly. So we don't want the belly to rise up. Pull the belly button down in. You could just go arms. Option to go arms and legs, but make sure you don't let the lower back float off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Long and strong. Do not rush through. Every rep's going to take 3 or 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. Again, focus on quality over quantity. As you extend the heel, that heel should just be an inch or 2 off the ground. And again, really pull down with the belly button, taking the space away from the lower back of the floor. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Feel the abs work. We've got another 15 seconds. End early if you need to. Otherwise, try to embrace the challenge. We're really trying to get the abs to work. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Tremendous. Back up on the feet. Go into the chair. Squat for 1. Squat hop for 1. Stability in the squat. Take your time. Power on the squat hop. If you don't want to jump, just focus on the squat. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Stability. Power. Soft feet on the landing if you're jumping. If jumping is too much for you, if that bugs the joints, you could just come onto the toes as an alternative. Stability, power. Feel the muscles work. Squeeze the butt at the top of the squat, and then powerful on the hop, soft feet on the landing. Let's work for another 12 seconds. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. One more move to go with round 2. Plank transition. Low plank, high plank, 4 mountain climbers. Flat back, balance a shoe. Right there on the hips. Time on in 3, 2, 1, begin. Strong shoulders, abs engaged. Long spine, back of the head stays aligned with the spine. Stay focused. Again, you can always just hold a regular plank. If the transition is too much or if the wrists are bugging you, a regular plank works as well. 6, come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 2 rounds complete. 1 round to go. We're back to that balance move. Balance on 1. Hop over, hop back, drop down, opposite hand to opposite toe. Start late if you need to. My time is coming on in 7 seconds. Take a deep breath so we can make the most of it. Round 3 in 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Last set through. Try to make it your best set. We've already been through these patterns a couple of times, so really dial in your focus on great form. Over, back, drop. Over, back, drop. 5 seconds on this leg. 4, 3, 2, halfway. Let's switch it. Over, back, drop down. Opposite hand reaching towards opposite toe. Good balance. Pay attention to the body. If this feels sketchy on the knees or ankles, just stay in place and do your best with the balance. 7 seconds. 6. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. Let's transition to the back. Dead bug pattern coming up next. Really trying to lock the midsection down. Think about turning your belt buckle, roll it up towards the ribs. Feel the abs engage. 3, 2, 1. Time is on. Plenty of breathing. Don't rush. Take the space away from the lower back of the floor. Belly button pulling into the spine. Long and strong. Let's work for another 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Time. Tremendous. We're back to the chair. Sit down, stand up, sit down, hop. Stability in that squat pattern. So don't rush through with the sit and stand. We're alternating between stability and power. Let's make the most of it. Last set on this one. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Soft feet on the landing. Sit, stand, sit, power. Strong legs. Ten seconds. Three, 2, 1. Time. Planks. All right, one more move. Plank transition, mountain climb at the top. At the end of the set, let's meet in a plank hold. So we'll get through that plank transition to start. About 30 seconds there, and then we got about a 15 or 20 second hold on the forearms. Time on in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Balance hips as you make the transition. Feel the abs work to stabilize the core. Strong shoulders, long spine. Be sure to keep the back of the head aligned with the spine. Another 5 seconds and then we'll hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's meet in a plank position. So down on the forearms, let's get nice and tight. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the quad, squeeze the abs, but don't forget to breathe. Really driving the forearms into the floor. Long spine, 10 seconds. Come on, team. Water break after this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Terrific work. Let's grab some water. Little fist bump for you. Take a few deep breaths. One block complete. Got another one coming up. Woo. Okay. Hip bridge is our next move. We got a single leg hip bridge. So if you got the chair and you'd like to use it, you're gonna elevate one heel onto the chair, and then you're gonna drive through that heel, elevate the hips, come back down and repeat, feeling the hamstrings and glutes working at halfway. We'll switch. You can do the same pattern from the floor, either if the chair is too much, or if you don't have a chair or couch ottoman handy, you could go right from the floor. Of course, you could go 2 feet down as an alternative. Be mindful of what's going on at the rib cage here. We don't want to flare the chest. So try to lock the rib cage down. Imagine turning the very front of the rib cage down towards your belt buckle so we can isolate the hamstrings, the muscle in the back of the thigh. Okay, so single leg hip bridge, option to elevate on a chair. Halfway, we'll switch sides. 3, 2, 1, begin. Feel the hamstrings, the muscle in the back of the thigh work. Exhale as you bridge up, control back down and repeat. Quality reps here. Don't rush. 4, 3, 2, halfway. Let's switch it over to the other side. Same drill on the other leg. Exhale as you bridge up. Six, come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, next move, dumbbell in the mix. So you're gonna grab your dumbbell. If you don't have it, imagine you do, or you can grab any sort of item, whether it's a jug of milk or laundry detergent. We've got a chainsaw pull mixed with a clean. So you're gonna alternate between those two moves. Split stance, right leg goes back, hinge forward, right hand has the weight, pull to the ribs, and then we're gonna stand and curl the weight to the shoulder. Kind of a powerful movement there. So row, stability, power on the clean. Halfway, we'll switch sides. So row, clean. Okay. If the clean feels sketchy, or if it's just a little bit too much to nail down the pattern, just focus on the row. Time on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. So row to the ribs, clean to the shoulder, set back up and repeat. Grip the handle tight. Big power in that clean. So split stance position the whole way through. Exhale on the way up. 5 seconds on this side. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's halfway. Same drill on the other side. Row, clean. Row, clean. 10 seconds, team. Good power, focused on great technique. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, next move. Split squat with a pause. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. We're going to drop the back knee. Pause for 1,000, 1,002. Stand and repeat. Halfway, we'll switch sides. Now, option to go goblet style with the dumbbell. Okay, so a little extra strength, resistance, vertical front shin. Drop, pause, stand and repeat. 10 toes facing straight ahead. Halfway, we'll switch sides. 3, 2, 1, begin. So drop down, pause, stand. Okay, so drop, freeze, drive through the lead leg, squeeze the butt at the top. Feel the quads, hamstrings, glutes work. Torso stays upright. Vertical front shin, use your breath on the way up. 5 seconds on this leg. 3, 2, halfway. Let's trade legs. Same drill on the other side. Dip that back knee. Full front foot driving into the ground. That lead foot is just glued to the floor. Getting a nice strong pillar position at the top. Stay tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Last move of round one. Curl, press. Now, if you don't have the dumbbell, I mean, you could just imagine that you do. You can also just go to a tall kneeling shoulder press for a little extra challenge. Halfway, we're going to switch sides. Curl to the shoulder, press to the sky. If the right knee is down, the right hand has the weight. Okay, so halfway switch. Time on it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Half kneeling position. Lock the rib cage down. Stack the ribs right over the hips. Be sure not to flare on the press. Curl, punch. Curl, punch. Use your breath. Five seconds on this side. 4, 3, 2. Halfway. Let's switch it. Left knee down, left hand curls and presses. Think about staying tight at the glutes, core. That lead foot is just right underneath the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Terrific. Let's head back to the chair or the floor. Single leg bridge. Elevating that top leg as an option. Halfway, we'll switch sides. Feel free to start late if you need to. Otherwise, my time on in 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Push through the heel. Elevate the hips without flaring at the chest. So keep the ribs down. Pull the belly button to the spine. Now the same concept as the dead bug. We want to lock into a good neutral core position or a neutral spine position. Use your breath. Hamstring working. 5 seconds on this leg. One more quality rep. 4, 3, 2. Halfway. Let's switch it. Same drill on the other side. Push through the heel. Float the hips up. Squeeze the butt. Ribs rolling down towards the belt buckle. Hamstring working. 10 seconds. Come on, team. Can you get 2 more good reps? 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. Transition back onto the feet. Row, clean. Row, clean. Start late if you need to. Otherwise, time on in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Row to the ribs. And then stand up, squeeze the butt, clean to the shoulder. Again, if the clean is too much, just focus on the row pattern. Stability on the row, and control, and then some power, explosiveness on the clean. 3, 2, halfway. Let's switch sides. Same deal on the other side. On your mark and set, go. Quality reps. Focused on this as a practice. Practicing good form with each rep. 3, 2, 1. Time. Split squats. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Option to hold the weight. Pause at the bottom. 1001, 1002. Drive through a vertical shin to come back up to the top. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Pause. Drive through a vertical shin. Great work keeping the torso upright. Everything is just sturdy as a rock, so stay tight at the core, but don't forget to breathe. Squeeze the butt at the very top. Think strength. Challenge by choice here. Think about activating as many muscles as you can so you're just as sturdy as a pillar. 5 seconds on this side. 4, 3, 2. Halfway. Let's switch it. 10 toes facing straight ahead. Pause at the bottom. A little bit quicker on the way up. Focused on form. All the way through. Let's get another 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Half kneeling position. Curl to the shoulder, press to the sky. Again, you got the option to go tall kneeling position. 2-arm press if you don't have a dumbbell. Time on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Curl to the shoulder, punch to the sky. Be sure not to flare at the chest. Great posture. So ribs are stacked directly over the hips. Straight line from the kneecap right up to the shoulder. That's a vertical line there. Use your breath. Again, pillar position. Stay tight at the core. 5 seconds on this side. 4, 3, 2, halfway. Let's start it over on the other side. On your mark, get set. Begin. Curl to the shoulder. Press to the sky. Feel the muscles work. Challenge the muscles. Preserve the joints. Again, you're always welcome to modify if something feels sketchy or if you've got injuries. Remember, injury is the opposite of the goal. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. 2 rounds complete. 1 round to go. Running it back to the top. Single leg bridge. Take a deep breath. You got 1 more set through. Let's try to make the most of it. Feel free to start late if you need to. Single leg bridge. Option to go from a chair or just from the floor. Time on in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Push the heel down into the chair or the floor. Float the hips up. Squeeze the butt, hamstrings and glutes working. Keep the core tight. Just relax the back of the head and the shoulders on the ground. Use your breath. Exhale as you float your hips up towards the ceiling. Push through that down heel. 3, 2, halfway. Let's switch it. Same drill on the other side. Drop the hips, float them up, squeeze the butt. Use your breath. Exhale as the hips rise. Hamstrings, glutes working. Really try to squeeze those muscles as you go through the pattern. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Excellent work. Back up on the feet. Row, clean. Row, clean. Time on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. So hinge position, long spine, row to the bottom of the ribs. Stand up quick, clean the belt to the shoulder. Repeat. Stability on the row, explosiveness and power on that clean. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's trade it over to the other side. On your mark, get set, begin. Row to the ribs, clean to the shoulder. On that clean, really drive through that lead leg. Stand up, squeeze the butt at the top. Stability on the row, power and explosiveness on the clean. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Split squats coming up next. Woo. Deep breath. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Sturdy as a rock. Think strength. If you don't have a ton of weights, really think about engaging the muscles. A key principle is trying to make lightweight feel heavy by engaging more muscles, really focusing on the pattern and getting tight throughout. Halfway, we'll switch legs. Remember the pause at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Head and toes facing ahead. Drop the back knee, pause, punch through the lead leg. Full front foot driving down into the ground. So vertical front shin. Keep the core tight. Torso is upright. 5 seconds on this leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's halfway. Let's switch it to the other side. On your mark, get set, go. Use your breath. Exhaling on the way up. Stay focused. Last 12 seconds here. Make the most of it. Can you get 2 more reps? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Excellent. Let's drop to that half kneeling position. Curl to the shoulder, press to the sky. Or you've got tall kneeling, 2 arm presses, an alternative. Time on in 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Think about gripping the handle tight. Core stays engaged. Quality reps. Everything is just sturdy as a rock besides the arm. The arm and the shoulder are really the only thing to move. Make everything else a statue. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Let's set it up on the other side. On your mark, get set, begin. Curl to the shoulder, punch to the sky. Use your breath. Curl, punch. 7, come on, 6, 5, stay tight, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Let's take a water break. Little fist bump for you. Little water break, deep breath. Got one more thing to do. We've got a 3-minute density circuit, 2 moves. We're going back and forth between those 2 moves. Bottoms up push-up or dead stop push-up for 5 reps. And then a skater with a balanced stick for 5 reps on each side, total of 10. You're going back and forth. Floor, feet, 3 minutes running time. You dictate the challenge here. Remember that principle. Technique first, challenge second. Not a lot of rest here, so it's a good chance to get the heart rate pumping. But again, let's not do that at the sacrifice of good technique. So dead stop push-up looks like this. Hands underneath the shoulders. Think about screwing the hands into the ground. So hands are on the ground. Imagine turning out. So imagine turning out towards the pinkies, but the ground isn't going to let you turn. Your elbow pits will come forward. So you get nice and tight, and then lower yourself down to the floor. From there, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the hands, dig back in, press. You can always press from the knees if you need to. That's 5 reps. And then we're standing up. Skate, balance, pause for a second, repeat. 5 reps on each side, total of 10. Cycling back and forth between those 2 moves. 3 minutes running time. Last thing we're doing, finish line on the horizon. Challenge by choice, remember no injuries. Time on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Screw the hands into the floor. Everything down and up together. So pillar position, long spine, back of the head stays aligned. Get your 5 reps with the push-up. Once you get your 5, we're up on the feet. We got 10 skaters. That's 5 on each side. Freeze as you stick the landing. You can always step through this one. Power, stick. Power, stick. Listen to your body. Again, think of it as a practice. Practicing great technique. 5 and 10, 5 and 10. See if you can get a few rounds through. Vertical forearms on the push-up. Remember, screw the hands into the ground. Get nice and tight. Five on the push-up, 10 on the skate. Don't forget the balance pause in the skate. Woo. 90 seconds in, 90 to go. Feel the arms and the chest work in the push-up. Stay tight at the core. Woo. We got 60 seconds to go, team. Stay focused. Can you get another round? 45 seconds to go. Finish line is on the horizon. Woo, team. 30 seconds. 15 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish line. You have done it, team. Take a few deep breaths. Shake it out. Let's grab some water. Heart rate should be pumping. Whew. Okay, let's have a stretch. Half kneeling stretch to start. Right knee is down. You're gonna get nice and tall in that half kneeling position. So remember, half kneeling, we want to avoid flaring at the chest. So rib cage, that bowl, the bottom of the bowl is stacked over the bowl of the pelvis. You're trying to be balanced there. Let's take the top arm. If the right knee is down, right hand reaches. And then just a slight rotation to the left. You should feel a stretch in the hip flexor and the quad. Good. Let's take the hips back onto the heels. Straighten out this lead leg. Dig the lead heel into the floor. And let's take a couple deep breaths. Hamstring stretch here. Excellent. Let's start this over on the other side. Left knee is down. Left hand reaches up. Getting stable in that half kneeling position. Slight twist to the right. Couple deep breaths. Excellent. Straighten the lead leg. Drop back onto the hips. Dig the lead heel to the floor. Hamstring stretch. Breathe. Good. At tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders. Knees under the hips. Couple of cat camels. Arch the back. Hammock the spine. And then bring the heels together. Inch the knees out wide. Dropping the hips back onto the heels. Extend the arms out in front, press the hands down. Find a stretch behind the shoulder blades and take a couple of deep breaths towards your hips. Okay, back in a tabletop position. Straighten the legs out to high plank. Half pigeon pose coming up next. You're gonna take the right foot, pull it towards the left hand. Drop down onto the forearms and then breathe. Push that lower leg down into the ground. Couple of deep breaths here. Good, let's start it over on the other side. Back in high plank. Step the left foot to the right hand or towards the right hand. Slowly transition down to the forearms. Extend the back leg behind you. Press that lower leg into the floor. Feel the stretch in the hip. Breathe towards your belly. When you're ready, let's move back to a high plank position. Pike the hips up towards the sky. Looking back at the feet, pedal out. One heel to the ground. Bending the other knee. Alternate side to side. Press both heels to the floor. When you're ready, slowly walk the hands back to the toes, bend the knees, stand it up, stretch what you need. Otherwise, that is a wrap. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day. As always, let me know if you have questions, comments, concerns. Otherwise, be well, be strong, and be in touch. And we will see you next time.